by the name of Carlos Carranza murdered a 59-year-old individual that police say he stalked her before stabbing her to death. Carranza was arrested for possession of methamphetamine and was taken by the San Jose police for processing. And it wasn't until actually later in a DNA analysis that they determined this individual. And finally, those results came back on Monday, several days after. But this individual admitted to being a gang member. Let's think back to current law that we have in the state of Connecticut that was responsibly passed bipartisan manner in 2013. That was and is a factor that we currently have. That means this individual who admitted to being a gang member under our state of Connecticut current law with a civil immigration detainer could essentially be detained by law enforcement once they were notified by immigration. But under this proposal, that's not enough. Long story short, Madam Speaker, he in fact had 6 separate detainer requests against him via the Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement. But yet, he could not be detained in the state of California. Many times we say we should look to other states because what we try to do is we try to replicate those things that are positive, those things that will benefit the residents of the state of Connecticut. What we're essentially doing here, Madam Speaker, is we see what's not working in a different state, and we're trying to implement it here in the state of Connecticut. If that's not enough to it scares me, but if that's not enough to scare people, I don't know what is. Because again, what we're doing is taking what we currently have in law that seems to be working. I have yet to hear examples of it not working in the state of Connecticut and just ignoring it, highlighting, thankfully, and again, I thank the good chairmans for their ability to work in a bipartisan manner and at least carve out the felonies A and B in terrorist watch list, but it still provides me with some comfort, but not enough comfort to say to my local law enforcement officials, now you cannot do the job that you swore to do, which is to protect me, protect you, protect our families, protect all individuals in the state of Connecticut, no matter what your status is here in the state of Connecticut. Whether or not you are a U.S. citizen, whether or not you're undocumented, whether or not you're visiting, whether or not you're just driving through the state of Connecticut. We are tying their hands. So, Madam Speaker, for all of the reasons highlighted, for all of the examples we've already seen of travesty that has occurred in limiting law enforcement's ability to do their job and the unthinkable loss of life as a result of those incidents, there is no way I could, here today, here tomorrow, support any proposal such as this one.